Well, it must be close to the bee season. Been on the floor for about half an hour now. Funny thing is, I just lifted that lid on the wax melter and my back went, and I've been on the floor for half an hour now. I can't move, so I just gotta tough it out. It's funny how just a little movement like that will notch your back up into a ball. Just reminding you to, slow down a little bit. Just reminding you that there's a lot of work ahead. The body is well aware it's about to start. But I have to get up and change that tap because the wax should just about be at the top of the mold now. And I can't let it spill over because of a little bit of complaint, but I can't move. Oh, baby, just figure it out. Whoops. In the shed sweeping, just noticed it being a little stale. I turned the natural cooler on last night. It was minus 15 last night. It's going to be minus 5 today, so I should be able to hold the shed at that with high airflow. But then after that, it looks like there's at least a week ahead of us. We are going to be relying on the cooler again just to hold the shed content. Oh my goodness, sweeping the shed again. I'll have 2 totes again. It just seems endless. You wonder if there'd be any bees left in these boxes. Looking in the front entrance and I don't see any. The only thing I can rest on is my assessment I did with the heat gun showing life in the shed. But I poke around the top. Although I poke around the top, I see good colonies, but I'm also seeing small clusters, which, like I said in earlier videos, I'm not really surprised about. When I review my fall time videos, constant narrative of increasing mite pressure and just my concern that I hadn't knocked the mites down soon enough or adequately enough, and my concern of, even though the colonies, I knocked down the mites and they went into the shed in good shape, it looked like, I wasn't sure in how the virus would follow through that accompanies the bees or the mites on the bees. Damage is done is what I'm trying to say. And I'm probably seeing some of that damage already done. Some of these nukes are looking really small, as they typically do anyways, but I'm not seeing the hanging clusters on the bottoms of the frames. We'll have to see how they come out of the shed. And if we have good flight weather, they brood up off in the races, but I might have to boost some of these. These are fresh queens, so they just need that perfect amount of bees to raise that first round of brood, and then they'll make me a tremendous honey crop. It's just to get them through to that point. It'd be nice if I could shake like half a pound or a pound of bees in every one of these boxes, just to ensure and manage my workload a little bit better. Actually, it'd be so easy, just a little bit of bees, get them up to that population threshold and off to the races. But I'm afraid I might have, as that same old story, mite counts and the dynamics within these nukes, it's a lot different than in the singles, I suppose, with the monster nests that they developed. And, that mite dynamic per population of bee on a shrinking nest on a smaller overall winter bee brood nest. So, you know, if the colonies shrink a third, and maybe exaggerated shrink because of disease issues due to virus infection, you know, shrink to a half. Shrinking a half on the nuke is a lot more severe than shrinking a half onto a single box going in, just population of bees. That's all there is to it. So there's a lot of dynamics going on that I'm just trying to grasp. My mite counts, you know, some of these nuke yards were up around that 5% before I knocked them down after that last brood hatch. Just gee whiz, I just have to, I'm going to be focusing my mite treatment for sure beginning of August with some of these alternative treatments. I just have to. Summertime seems to be that target, so we need to target in the spring on a continual mite treatment throughout the spring to keep the mite counts down so they aren't as severe come fall, because we can't treat through the summer period with our crop on. But we need to maybe adopt some of the treatments that we are allowed to use, some of the organic treatments throughout the summertime period, whereas we can, you know, manage some of that casualty throughout the summertime period. Oh man, I'm just shuddering to workload right now, but we're gonna have to target our winter nest, not middle of August. It almost seems like we're gonna have to target at the end of July. Get another knockdown at that point in time to ensure that the mite counts are low enough so when the boxes do come off, we can, you know, slap them hard with mite treatments going from the end of August into September. But maybe I'm gonna have to switch my style on these nukes. Like when the nukes work, they work very well, but just a little bit small. Just a little small. Just because they're built a little bit small. Let me see here. But when it works, it works. It works really well. Where's this fan? There it is. There it is. Well, those guys are all right. 1, 2, 3 frames of bees. You know, all I need is 3/4 to a frame of brood to emerge. 1, 2, 3. Patch of brood there. They smelled really well. So they're just small. One, 2, 3. We're gonna need a good spring. We'll need a good spring, that's for damn sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that was in a nuke box, it would be hanging down to the bottom. Yeah, there's a good basketball size there right in the center. Oh, that smelled good. That is a last year's Jacob Ackerman. Both these are. I think I just had to settle the hell down. I mean, March is a tough month for me.